Hi everyone and welcome to another Clip Studio Paint mini tutorial. I am your host Hisame and today I'm going to talk to you about the bucket tool because the bucket tool in Clip Studio Paint is awesome and it's the best I've ever had. It has a lot of neat features and I'm going to show you guys what's so awesome about it. So you can find it here on the left menu to the bucket tool. The keyboard shortcut is G. Now what Clip Studio Paint has with its bucket tool is the multiple referral layer. So usually when I color, because I use flat colors and layers and without any textures, when I'm coloring initially I use the all layers, but what that happens is, let me show you and put it to normal. Sorry, it was color margin 5 or something like that. So the default settings will give you something like this. I have a paper texture in the back, so it will be pretty speckled. So therefore, if you're doing something like this, first of all, don't have a texture in the back. Have like a flat white or a flat color, a grayish neutral. That will help you fill in easier. Another thing you can do, let me just go back there, is have it only set to reference layer. And if I have it set to reference layer, I have to select the reference layer, and I have here line art. Let me give it a shorter name so it's easier for you. So the line art layer, I'm gonna go to layer settings and then I'm gonna set it as reference layer. It's usually not, but you'll have to click it here so it is a reference layer. So again, layer settings, set as reference layer, and now it will be a reference layer. Okay, so now I go to my color layer and I want to color it, let's say I want to make him blue. And as you can see here, it's making a bit of an edge detection and it's not going all the way through. So you can see a thin layer line of pixels here, and also it stopped. It detected these two on the reference layer and it decided not to color his head as well. Now you can go and do this, but if you have some pretty tricky spaces you want to color, you can select the color margin to be a lot higher. So I've selected 42. The default is 5, but I selected 42. So I made that white, and I'm gonna make this blue. Those are pretty much his colors. I'm gonna have a glass here, so it's gonna be a light blue. I am having orange juice there, so I'm gonna put that. Okay, it's gonna be an even lighter for that blue, and I'll make the umbrella green. And let's say inside of his mouth will be, let's say, more of a pinkish kind of color, and the eyes. And there we go. It's finished super quick, nice, clean, filled. If I turn off the ink layer, you can see it's not filled in these spaces, and my recommendation is to leave it like this in case you export to another program that does not have multiple layer referral or reference layer referral for your line art, because if you have spaces like this, then it's easier to recolor anything you have in there. As you can see, the pieces of color are not touching, so it's easier to recolor everything. Okay, let me I showed you about color margin. Oh, opacity. You have here opacity, so you can see I've have opacity 43%. Blue plus orange kind of gives you a brown. White plus orange gives you a lighter orange. red and green, kind of another kind of brown, red and yellow, more greenish, sorry, green and yellow, more greenish, yellowish green. Okay, so I told you this. What else I had to tell you? This is pretty much it for the basics of the bucket tool. As you can see here, there are plenty of more other settings. I'm not gonna teach you these now. You can manage pretty easily with what I've told you in this video. I'm kind of trying to make very basic, simple little tutorials for you guys. I'm making this whole series was a request by a friend, and she's new to digital art. And some other of my followers, so I'm trying to do very basic stuff. If you have any other questions or suggestions, I have a whole list of little tutorials I'm going to do, but if it's something that you wanted to see and I haven't done, please let me know in the comments below. I've showed you guys today the bucket tool, and next video I'm gonna do color theory, because these colors, as you can see, the combination is not as great as you've seen in my first video. I used the same illustration with Ernest, and there the colors worked a lot better together. So in the next video I'm going to explain a bit of color theory just to help you out get better results for your coloring. So yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment to know that I'm on the right path and you guys like what I'm doing and if I should continue. So thank you for watching, everybody, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.